So in Poland we are absolutely obsessed with funeral candles, and you can say like, oh, we light candles too, but no, not like us. Look at this. Today is All Saints Day, and as usual I'm visiting the biggest cemetery in Poland, which is the Central Cemetery in the city of Szczecin, to show you how much obsessed the Polish people are with candles. This is the third biggest cemetery in Europe, probably like 10th in the world, and I think for one day in the year it is the most lit up cemetery in the world. I wanted to show you that, but there's wind and there's no way that I'm gonna fly my drone tonight, so let's check out the vibe. This is the oldest part of the cemetery. This is my little tradition for many years now. I'm visiting the cemetery at night always once a year, and this is one of my favorite graves with this angel showing. But for many years it was like this because the finger was lost, and now it's back but barely holding together. Yeah, we're gonna leave it. Let's go. That's a cannon here, and there's always one candle in the nozzle. I always climbed this since I was a child, but not today, obviously. So this is the fallen soldiers' quarter. We have Russian and Polish soldiers here, and all the graves are the same. Here we have the Russian stars. It says unknown soldiers. Look how many are there. I'm going to visit my sister's grave briefly, and we're gonna see this massive carpet of candles. This behind me is the quarter number 12, which we called dziecinki, which means babies. It was a children's quarter, which was converted into an urn quarter. All the skeletons are left in the ground, and the spots were converted into urn plots. Let's see them. Normally there's like thousands of people here today, but it's close to midnight, so there's just a few of them and me. This is my sister's grave. I've never met her because she died in 77 and I was born in 83, so it's kind of okay. This is one of the few original children's graves here that was left, and it's cared for so many years. It was crooked a little bit, and I leveled it about 3 years ago, and it holds nicely. This one here is called the Brothers in Arms Monument, and it represents the Hussar wings, but I always called it combs, like, you know, combing hair. And this is one of the few places with hundreds of candles in one place. I almost broke my leg. There is something hypnotizing and magical about them. You can stand here for an hour and just look at the candles and feel the heat and the smell of the paraffin or whatever it is nowadays. It's amazing. I always loved it. The rain is picking up, as you can see, but that's no problem for me. This right here is dedicated to the unborn children. Notice the sound of the rain, like bells. Here we have spaces dedicated to the urns only. It's a quite new thing in Poland because we mostly prefer coffin burials, but it's gonna change because there's no space in Poland. There's a cemetery security. It's almost midnight, but today is one day in the year that the cemetery is opened up to 2 a.m. It seems like everyone's gone but me, which is perfect. This is the PW sign, which means Polska Walcząca, fighting Poland. A lot of children died there. There were some teenagers creeping. You hear that? There were some teenagers creeping behind my back. They wanted to scare me by saying like, "Ooh, if they only knew who I am." I remember that I was always terrified of this lady when I was a child. So this is the next day and the conditions are perfect. There's no wind and no rain, so finally I can show you this city of the dead from above, and it really looks like New York or something, so let's see.